I've used a number of the different techniques. I've used the storybooks and I've used the fortune tellers, and I've done some of the storyboards as well. There's been varying success with different methods of interaction that I've used. What I have seen is that the more that you use them, the better the outcomes are. Within the storybooks, I think that's what I found the most informative for me, because that gave us information that I didn't understand or realise until I actually did the book. So working with a young person who's a teenager, who's about 13 years old, I would say that she was quite compliant in terms of her school, her schooling, how she presented. School would have said to you she had no issues within school. At home was a very different, she's in an adoptive placement, I think I need to say that. And very different, presenting, was unable to manage her emotions and feelings. By doing the book and using PACE model, playful, acceptance, curiosity, empathy, and going through her avenues, she decided to pick a book called This Is Me. So she wanted to talk about what she was saying she was like and about her feelings. So we used the book, and it identified that within home she used bonny colours, it was positive language. There was some aspects of her becoming annoyed which we could explore, which I was curious about. And then there was school. And school was very different. The way that she talked about school, the colours that she used to represent school were really representative of her feelings. They were all dark. She used words like scared, hungry, all of the feelings, the wobbly feelings that she was feeling in her stomach, she was identifying in a different way. But it was quite evident from me that's where she was having her difficulties. But they weren't translating in school. She was burying those feelings until she got home, and they would become more apparent at home. So the fortune tellers, they again have been designed by the children. These are representatives. I did one at the same time as they did. So again, you can see that they're very individual, because the children that you're working with are very individual. And it's all, these three that I did here, that I've got here, all about feelings. They're all about helping children to express how they're feeling. So again, it was children would come up with some of the questions that they would want to ask somebody if they were wanting to find out how they were feeling, and there's others that I've helped them to explore and lead through the questions. So for an example of a feeling, we would say, what scares you? And that, just by asking it in the playful way that you do within a fortune teller, gets a child to speak about what it is that they're starting to feel scared about. We can do it in an accepting way, and then we can become more curious and ask them a bit more questions about what it is, about what they're telling us. And again, we can broaden that again using the PACE model.